Hello everybody, this is what we're dealing with tonight. We got a little bit of a storm going on. I'm still planning on going out in the morning, so we're gonna see what we can get after a big storm. Hopefully we can still find some stuff, not like a few weeks ago when we had a big storm like this and we really didn't get much. Hopefully there's some good stuff. I appreciate you joining me. With it having rained last night, we kind of got to think a little bit outside the box. And these here are like, things to put around your garden. And it's not something I would normally take. And I'm kind of tempted to take these because, I mean, if you went to the Home Depot or Lowe's, you'd probably end up spending at least $10 a pop on these. I was hoping that they were like 4 across and it'd be kind of a little easier. But, I mean, I think we can find at least 10 or 15 of these that are like pretty perfect, minus like the algae that's growing on them. And I think, why wouldn't somebody pay me like at least $1 a piece for them? I could be wrong, and then I could be stuck with a bunch of bricks, which would really suck. But I think I'm gonna take the risk on these. I think they might sell. Here we have some plastic chairs. These are actually wide. It's pretty interesting that they're that wide. And I don't think it's raining. I think it's just windy under this tree. It's all falling right when I'm here. But I think these are probably takeable if none of them are cracked. It's got 4 of them. I would like for the set to be a little bit more closer. Usually like 6. I think 6 sells a lot better than 4. But I think I'll check these out, make sure none of them are cracked. And if they aren't, then we'll grab them. Got a little bit of a pile going here. This chair is the main reason that I stopped. However, it's got a little bit too much of peeling on there. It looks like we also have an electric mower. I normally don't take mowers. I've been thinking about, I had my brother-in-law, he had 3 mowers. I don't know where he got them, but he got $60 for 3 mowers in non-fully working condition. So I've been thinking about taking a few and seeing. I just kind of worry that, especially it's August already, if they're gonna sell quickly enough to get rid of them before having a bunch of mowers in December, and then they're never gonna sell. But if anybody has any experience on selling, mowers, snow blowers, stuff like that, let me know what you guys think, and if it's worth it just taking it selling as is. We have a pile here going on. Looks kind of like a bunch of trash, but we'll still look and make sure that there's nothing good. Dog bowl. Nothing there. Got a cane. If you needed a cane, that'd be a pretty good cane, I guess. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because it's missing the little peg there. These dressers over here might have been all right had it not rained. But in all honesty, it probably, this one definitely, this would have been really nice had it not been broken. But even with a little bit of rain on the top, it's not really ruined. It's just that door. There's really nothing here for us, but I always like to look at a pile. Back here we have a small table, and it probably would be 100% yes on it if it wasn't rained on. So I brought this sweatshirt that I have in the van to kind of dry it off and see what we're looking at with the rain damage, unfortunately. You can kind of see that it's bubbled there. Now, I don't really necessarily say that that's like gonna completely kill it for somebody. I can still sell it, with some cosmetic damage. Just keep it, out of the trash. Somebody probably can still use this. It's definitely not as nice as it would have been had it not rained. But I think we'll still grab this one. Got a little rocking chair here. It's definitely probably would need it. I don't think this got wet. I think they probably just put this out after the storm last night. It doesn't appear wet. The trash can does, but this doesn't. It definitely needs a little bit of paint job, but this is actually one of the more solid rocking chairs that I've found. recently. So it can be painted up. I feel like I sell a lot of rocking chairs in like August, and I feel like a lot of times they go to teachers. So maybe it's the time of year to get a rocking chair. It's not something you would really think about, but I do sell a lot of stuff to teachers for their classrooms in the month of July and August. Storage drawers, bookshelves, cube shelves, rocking chairs. A lot of teachers come and buy my stuff for their classrooms. I think these trellises might be worth throwing in the van if they aren't super damaged. This one is missing, or actually it's right there, so I'd have to put that back together. Let's see this one. I mean, this one's not too bad, but then it's not a set, and I feel like the set helps, and like I could put this back on, but like the nails aren't even in there, I don't think. No, yeah, they are. I can, it's just one of those things. It's like, is that broken up here too? It's like, it's not worth much. If it wasn't any work and I just had this, take a picture of it and sell it, fine. But now that it's, I mean, even if I can get that piece of wood on, is it going to be sturdy enough to still use? That's my thought process on that. So I'm going to leave these trellises. I mean, they're not really worth much anyway. So it is what it is. So I know I said in yesterday's video that I'm probably not going to be taking any more kids' toys for outside. However, I wanted to take a look at this because I've been looking for a folding slide for a while now for my son, because every other slide that we have, it just sits there and it takes up a lot more space. Now this one is like full of water, and I need the slide to like be, this is like heavy because it's so full, so I gotta see if I can get the water out, and I think I might be able to with that if I took this off, because I would really like a slide that would fold so we can just throw it in the corner. I was hoping for one that probably was used indoors. I think this is obviously, it looks like it's been outdoors, but yeah, see, the water's draining already. So if I can get all the water out, you can kind of see it there. There's a lot of water in here, but if I can get the water out, I think my son will really like this. Over there we have some ducks, but that's not why I stopped. I stopped because we have a couple of chairs, and I think the ducks are scared of me. They're running away. I'm sorry about that for the duck situation, but these chairs, now, I wish they were a lot cleaner. Obviously, it would be a lot better if they were cleaner, but as long as they're not cracked, they should be worth taking. Don't need the pool. These pools, they're like $5, at least they were before inflation, so I don't know how much they are now, but they're not that expensive. So as long as that stays. I don't see any cracks. I wish they were cleaner, but they can be cleaned. So I think there is some value in these chairs here. So we'll end up grabbing these. Here we have a trampoline for kids. These are usually pretty good. The problem I have a lot of times, I mean, this one has like a little bit of tear there. That's like not even a big deal. The thing I have is a lot of times these are chewed up, the handlebars, and it kind of really kills the value on them. Then you got to make sure on here, just making sure that all of the metal parts are still connected, which this one has all the metal parts. The other thing that also goes missing on these, especially the Little Tykes one, the blue one, I've never seen this brand before, but the feet tend to fall off, so got to make sure that you have all of those. But this one should be pretty good. It'd be cool for my son, but he's a little young for this, honestly. So, and I've just been talking about how we don't really have a lot of space, and this is taking up quite a bit of space. So I think I'll end up selling this, but it's a pretty good piece. This is something that I've never seen before, and it's a height chart. It goes up to, it looks like 6'5". And I think that'd be pretty cool, for somebody to have for their kids or whatever, to be able to see how tall they are. So I think we'll definitely grab that. Garbage man's down the street, so this is probably going to be our last clip before we're done here. But across the street, just check it out real quick. We do have a chair. If there was two of these, I would take it. And then these pet steps. Those look a little too dirty for me. Try to get in there. They're just not clean, and people kind of steer away from that kind of stuff when it's not clean. But I think that this is actually a pretty cool find. I've never seen anything like that. You guys let me know what you think about that. Not actually garbage, but I did think it was interesting. This lot, every time, I mean, I didn't grow up here, but like I did have a friend that lived in this neighborhood in high school. This lot has been empty forever. I mean, there's never been anything built. It's just an empty lot in this subdivision, but they're building a house, so we'll see. Keep an eye on that throughout the summer. Looks like it's gonna have a basement. Try to zoom in there. Looks like it's gonna have a basement or something, so we'll zoom in through, or keep an eye on that, I mean, throughout the summer and fall, and see what they end up building here. So here's those bricks in the light. I think I might have made a little bit of a mistake taking these. I looked them up. I couldn't think of what they were called. Like they're like edging bricks. I couldn't think of what they were called this morning, so I didn't look them up. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll just take them. They go for like $1, like $2.50 at Home Depot. I thought they'd probably be more. So if these were brand new, say there's 10 of them that are long. This one ended up breaking, so we have 9. You know, it's probably about $25 brand new. So I was kind of hoping that I'd get like $25 used, but these are like not even in that great of shape. I mean, they're supposed to be that color, and they're that color, and even some of these are worse with all this algae growing on it. I mean, they could be cleaned, power washed, whatever, but I mean, I don't know. Hopefully I can get rid of them. They're heavy, and obviously I already broke one, so they're just gonna keep breaking if I keep having to move them around. So maybe not the best take, but it's ours now. I was measuring this board, and then I was thinking, well, why am I measuring it? Because it should be 6'5", right? Well, it's only 6 foot. It's a 6 foot plank, and it's supposed to go up to 6'5". I think that's weird. I don't know why they would do it like that. I mean, let's see. Is it like just get smaller at the top? Like, no, like 4 foot is only 43 inches. So that's kind of like annoying, because like now I feel bad like selling it to somebody, because, you know, I mean, like, did it used to have like no, because they finished the bottom. So like, this is what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to have like a little bit extra on the bottom. Maybe you're supposed to hang it 6 feet off the wall. I think that's really weird that they would even make it like that. Just have it go to 6 feet if that's what if that's the size of wood you have. I mean, it says that I'm over 6 foot, so maybe I should keep it. I wanted to end the video in a different spot other than the storage unit today. And what I wanted to show off was those mountain hills in the back there. And they're not mountains, because we don't have mountains here in Illinois. And we really don't have many hills that are that big. What that actually is an old landfill from the 60s or 70s. And I wanted, you know, to point out and think about all of the cool stuff that is buried in those hills, and we'll never know. And I wanted to think about it in that context, because there's so much stuff that every week people throw out. Not only, you see it in these videos if you've been watching them, and I'm just going in like 4 or 5 towns in Chicago. Think about all of the stuff in America every single morning that's being thrown in landfills, that in 2024, that 50 years from now, like I'm talking about this particular landfill, are gonna have so much cool stuff that was just tossed to the side and thrown out instead of being donated and reused. So I wanted to just encourage anybody who might be interested in garbage picking or what have you. There's so much stuff out there, and I view all the items that I get is kind of like my legacy on earth, because there's so many items that after I'm long gone, they're still going to be in use. I mean, I'm not ignorant to the fact that probably that trampoline is going to end up breaking in the next 2 years for whoever sells it. It's just something that breaks. Those plastic Lawn chairs, those aren't going to last forever, but there are items, dressers, that maybe that even that rocking chair that we got today on August 2nd, 2024, that could be potentially bought by somebody this year and used in their home for the next 20 years, and then maybe their kids take it, and then it becomes something that instead of today just ending up in the landfill never to be seen again, can be used by generations. Now, not everything is going to be like that, but there are some things that definitely will be used for a very, very long time. So I would like to encourage you, if you have the opportunity, if you see something on the side of the road, just pick it up. I'm not saying you got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and pack a storage unit full of crap and have a hoarding issue like I do and make this kind of like a business. But if you have the opportunity, or even if you don't, I encourage you not to just throw out the items that you don't want. I encourage you to find a place that will take a donation or put it up on Facebook Marketplace yourself. There's definitely no reason for most of this stuff to be in the trash, because it's obvious, because people are buying it off of me and it's still usable, so it's definitely not trash. But I wonder what's buried back in those hills, but unfortunately we will never know. I appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. We'll have a bunch more content next week. I hope you're subscribed. I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, and that'd be crazy for me. This channel has gotten a lot more views than I ever thought it would. I mean, I'm not expecting to get much more than this, but this is much more than I thought I would after really consistently making these videos for about 2 months. So I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.